Welcome to Factful Finance, where we make the world of money not just manageable, but exciting. Today, we're diving into a very real issue that could change how you think about your personal finance: Argentina's currency crisis. But here's the kicker. What's happening in Argentina may just hold the keys to securing your own financial future. Before we start, I want to make it crystal clear. This video is for educational purposes only. For personalized guidance, make sure you consult with a professional to chart your own course. Now, you may be wondering, what can a crisis in a distant country have to do with my bank account? Well, Argentina has been facing extreme inflation, where the value of their currency has plummeted, making everyday essentials cost more. And this isn't just a short-term blip. Argentina has dealt with years of economic instability, and right now, it's a cautionary tale for the rest of the world. So, how can this affect your personal finances? Let's break it down. First, Argentina's crisis highlights the importance of diversification in your investments. In Argentina, people often turn to dollars or gold to protect their wealth when their local currency loses value. And while you may not be investing in foreign currencies, think of this as a wake-up call for your own portfolio. Having a mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, and perhaps some precious metals can act as a safety net when things go south in one market. Just like having an umbrella in a storm, diversification ensures you're not caught unprepared when the weather turns bad. Another key lesson comes from Argentina's skyrocketing inflation rate. Over the past few years, inflation has reached staggering numbers, eroding the purchasing power of people's savings. While inflation in the US hasn't been as extreme, rising prices can still eat away at your savings over time. So, what can you do? Start by investing in assets that tend to rise with inflation, like stocks, real estate, or inflation-protected bonds. The goal is to ensure that your money grows faster than the rate at which prices are rising. And trust me, your future self will thank you for thinking ahead. Now let's talk about the concept of emergency savings. During times of financial turmoil, the ability to tap into savings is crucial. But what happens when inflation makes even cash savings lose value? That's when you realize that keeping money in a standard savings account may not be enough. While it's important to have liquid savings for emergencies, consider parking some of your emergency fund in assets that offer growth potential, like a high-yield savings account or a short-term investment. Argentina's experience also underscores the importance of managing debt, especially in an environment of high inflation. As the cost of living rises, wages can sometimes lag behind, making it even harder to keep up with payments. If you're managing debt, now is the time to prioritize paying off high-interest loans. Whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or a personal loan, reducing debt will free up your finances for opportunities that come with economic shifts. What about income? In Argentina, many people turn to side hustles or secondary sources of income to make ends meet, as their primary jobs aren't keeping up with inflation. This is a powerful reminder. If you're financially comfortable now, it's still worth considering how you could diversify your income streams. Whether it's through freelance work, investing in income-generating assets, or starting a side business, multiple sources of income give you more flexibility when your primary income takes a hit. And let's not forget budgeting. Having a clear plan for your finances can save you when things get tough. Argentina's experience shows the stark difference between those who are prepared and those who aren't. It's not just about having a budget, but also adjusting it for inflation. Make sure you're tracking your spending and adjusting for rising prices in your area. Apps like Mint or YNAB, you need a budget, can help you stay on top of things. So, what can we learn from Argentina's currency crisis for our own personal finance? Diversification, inflation protection, debt management, emergency savings, and additional income streams. These strategies aren't just for those in a crisis, they're for anyone who wants to be proactive and build a more resilient financial future. What's the first step you'll take toward applying these lessons? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for joining us here at Factful Finance. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Argentina's currency crisis and how it applies to personal finance, Why not subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on tips to take control of your own money journey? We think you'll find the next video on screen interesting, and it may help you meet your financial goals. So, go ahead, click that bell, and join us again soon.